Bye. a mile with Glasgow that's going round and round. Glasgow does not readily accept its history the way other cities in the United Kingdom have done. Bristol, Liverpool, London. Other cities are holding major events to commemorate abolition. What's happening in Glasgow? In the Gallery of Modern Art, for instance, originally the Cunningham Mansion, built in 1778, the splendid townhouse of William Cunningham, the tobacco baron, or Buchanan Street, the great shopping street named after Alex Buchanan, a tobacco lord, or Jamaica Street, Tobago Street, or Kingston Bridge.
Sing grace, how sweet that sound, and I say, all wretch like me, I was lost, but now, thank God I'm found. I was blind, but now can see. Amazing grace, how sweet thy sound, that saved all that like me. I once was lost, tender I'm found, was blind, but now can see. Was blind, but now can see.
The message we share today is one of remembrance, but also of celebration and hope. We are fortunate enough to have reaped the benefits of our ancestors' strength and enterprise. We celebrate democracy and the democratic way. And we ask you, please celebrate with us.
No one is born of a good Democrat, or no one is born a good citizen. It all takes training, practice, and patience. I have great faith in our next generation of political leaders. Young people are aware of the challenges we face and engage in finding solutions. So we must ensure that young people are given the education and skills to accept the mantle of leadership. We must empower them with knowledge about the rights and responsibilities of good citizenships and ensure they play an active role in their society.
abolition, but not about the slave trade which financed and empowered it. I was taught about suffragettes, but not about the women who came before them. Jane Smeal, who set up the Glasgow Ladies Emancipation Society in the 1830s, and as early as 1792, 13,000 Glasgow residents put their name to a petition to abolish slavery. I never knew, for instance, that the movement to end slavery in the British Empire in the 18th century was probably the first human rights campaign in history.
Within a system which denies the existence of basic human rights, fear tends to be the order of the day. Fear of imprisonment, fear of torture, fear of death, fear of losing friends, family, poverty or means of livelihood, fear of isolation, fear of failure. A most insidious form of fear is that which masquerades as common sense or even wisdom, condemning foolish, reckless, insignificant or futile, the small daily acts of courage which help to preserve man's self-respect and inherent human dignity. It is not easy for a people conditioned by fear under the iron rule of the principle that might is right to free themselves from the enervating miasma of fear. Yet even under the most crushing state machinery, courage rises up again and again. For fear is not the natural state of civilized man.
This is a song composed by Antonio Dvorak in German, and it's about man's necessity for freedom.
We believe that everyone has the right to live their lives free from fear. According to the Scottish Refugee Council, Scotland's estimated population in 2008 was 5 million. In this year, there were 2,859 asylum seekers in dispersed accommodation in Scotland. This is just 0.05% of the population. Dispersed accommodation is allocated by the Home Office, and the person cannot decide where they want to live. It is nearly in these always hard-to-let properties where other people generally do not want to live. The UK government has ruled that people seeking asylum are not permitted to work, forcing them to rely on state support. This can be as little as £5 a day.
We got to carry each other.
Glasgow Snow for S by Jackie Kay. You were found in the snow in Glasgow outside the entrance to Central Station. Your journey took you from an Ethiopian prison to the forests in France where luck and chance showed you not all white men were like the men in Roots. You know, a film you watched once. The people smugglers didn't treat you like they treated Kizzy or Kunte Kinte. They brought you food and water by day, offered you shelter in a tent, and it was a sanctuary, and you breathed deep the forest air, freely. But when you were sent here in Glasgow, in the dead of winter, below zero, no place to go, you rode the buses to keep warm, the X4M, Tory Glen, Castlemilk, Crockfoot, Carbrain, Easterhouse, Moodiesburn, Red Road Flats, Springburn, oh, with no public fund, no benefit, no home, no sanctum, no haven, no sink point, no support, and no safety net, no sanctuary, oh, nothing. Until a girl found you in the snow, frozen, and she took you under her wing, singing. Oh, that the Home Office would show the kindness of that stranger in the winter snow. Would they grant you asylum, sanctum, for your 27th birthday on March 8th, 2013, you could become not another figure, some unseen, at the mercy of strangers, no crib, no bed, all worry, and next meal getting fed, fetching up dead. But at last, this winter, you may lay down your sweet, sweet head.
We got to carry each other. Yes, we have to carry each other. We got to carry each other. Yes, we must carry each other. We got to carry each other. Yes, we must carry each other.
At school, I learnt that Glasgow was a great merchant city. I learnt about the shipping industry. But not about the slave ship Neptune that arrived in Barbados May the 22nd, 1731, after leaving Port Glasgow a few months earlier, carrying 144 enslaved Africans, half of whom were children.
We have a powerful potential in our youth. We must have the courage to change old ideas and practices so that we may direct their power toward good ends. That, my friends, is Mary McLeod Bethune, American civil rights leader.
Young people should be at the forefront of global change and innovation. Empowered, they can be key agents for development and peace. If, however, they are left on society's margins, all of us will be impoverished. Let us ensure that young people have every opportunity to participate fully in the lives of their societies. Education is a human right with immense power to transform. On its foundation rest the cornerstones of freedom, democracy, and sustainable human development. Kofi Annan.
This is the schoolgirl Malala Yousafzai on the worldwide struggle for equality. Dear brothers and sisters, do remember one thing. Malala Day is not my day. Today is the day of every woman, every boy, and every girl who has raised their voice for their rights. There are hundreds of human rights activists and social workers who are not only speaking for human rights, but who are struggling to achieve their goals of education, peace, and equality. Thousands of people have been killed by the terrorists and millions have been injured. I am just one of them. So here I stand, one among many. I speak not for myself, but for all girls and boys. I raise up my voice not so that I can shout, but so that without a voice can be heard. Those who have fought for their right to live in peace, their right to be treated with dignity, their right to equality of opportunity, and their right to be educated. Dear friends, on the 9th of October 2012, the Taliban shot me on the left side of my forehead. They shot my friends too. They thought that the bullets would silence us, but they failed. And then out of that silence came thousands of voices. The terrorists thought they would change our aims and stop our ambitions, but nothing changed in my life except this. Weakness, fear and hopelessness died. Courage, strength and power was born. I am the same Malala. My ambitions are the same. My hopes are the same. My dreams are the same.
I learned about the French revolutions, the Russian revolutions, but not about the Demerara rebellions or the St. Kitts uprising. I learned about the clans and the clan names and the kilts and the different tart names and the howling clearances, but not that in Jamaica in 1770, 100 African people were called MacDonald, and that a quarter of the island's people were Scottish. The history of the slave trade is not black history that's to be shoved in the ghetto and forgotten about, or to be aired out every 100 years and then thrown back into the cupboard. It's the history of the world. It's the history of the world, and it concerns each and every one of us.
In the words of Jackie Kay, this part of history concerns each and every one of us. It is part of our shared history, our global history, and from it we can learn to care about the inequalities within our own societies and how to address them. Freedom for people of all races still does not exist, both globally and locally. Slavery is still very much alive. In the UK and worldwide, we have not broken the shackles that exist for the poor.
Massive poverty and obscene inequality are such terrible scourges of our times. Times in which the world boasts breathtaking advances in science, technology, industry, and wealth accumulation. That they have to rank alongside slavery and apartheid as social evils. The global campaign for action against poverty can take its place as a public movement alongside the movement to abolish slavery and the international solidarity against apartheid. And I can never thank the people of Britain enough for their support through those days against the struggle of apartheid. Many stood in solidarity with us, just a few yards from this spot. Through your will and passion, You assisted in consigning that evil system forever to history. But in this new century, millions of the world's poorest countries remain enslaved, imprisoned, and in chains. They are trapped in the prison of poverty. It is time to set them free.
Build his referendum, never despair. He is all around you, he ain't going nowhere. Laugh at the people who bring you down, 'cause they are really suffering, so don't be proud. Never, ever lower yourself. Never, ever lower yourself. Do not waste your energy. You tell them straight from me. I'm no longer talking to ya, crying to ya, look right through ya. Don't waste your energy. You tell them straight from me. I'm no longer talking to ya, crying to ya, look right through ya. Never, ever lower yourself. Never, ever lower yourself.
The British by Benjamin Zephaniah.
Take some pigs, celts, and celliers and let them sell, then overrun them by the Roman conquerors.
Remove the Romans after approximately 400 years, add lots of Norman French to some Angles, Saxons, Jutes, and Vikings, and stir vigorously.
Mix some hot Chileans, cool Jamaicans, Dominicans, Trinidadians, Bajans with some Ethiopians, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Sudanese.
Then take a blend of Somalians, Sri Lankans, Nigerians, and Pakistanis, combine with Guyanese, and turn up the heat.
Sprinkle with some fresh Indians, Malaysians, Bosnians, Iraqis, and Bangladeshis, together with some Afghans, Spanish, Turkish, Kurdish, Japanese, and Palestinians. Then add to the melting pot.
Leave those ingredients to simmer.
As they mix and blend, allow their languages to flourish.
Binding them together with English,
Allow time to cool.
Add some unity, understanding, and respect for the future. Serve with justice and enjoy.
Note, all ingredients must be treated equally. Treating ingredients more than the other will leave an unpleasant taste.
Warning, an unequal spread of justice will damage the people and cause pain. Give justice and equality to all.
Well, we hope that we've inspired you because equality is, let's face it, for us all. And we are all richer for the fight for equality and for freedom from poverty.
this is a fight not linked to any one nation or race, but to us all. We hope our words of our small selection of speeches by a few of our great leaders will have galvanized you.
May you look up to them, look forward, and be brave, be enterprising, and be ambitious.
In the words of the great Madiba, it always seems impossible until it's done.
thank you all for listening. We were Anchor Productions celebrating Black History Month. Thank you for your attention. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.